Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, bootlickers, shills, debt slicers, peasants, vassals, minions, meat sacks, brokers. I'm Useful Idiot. Welcome. And let's go to the USA today and talk about hedge funds using artificial intelligence. That's right. Even robots are going to take over jobs in the financial industry too, and that's good news for everyone. Although, of course, the simple fact is that now we have people that just set up a system and siphon off money and don't even barely have to work with the machinery. With high frequency trading, there's a lot more human interaction. They have quants and use these algorithms and essentially do front running, speed front running. But this is different than that because we have these hedge funds working in the market for daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly gains. So they operate in a lot of different sectors of the market, including long-term goals. High-frequency trading is just skimming right off the top or right in front. And so anyway, what we have here is that they've created a system that identifies and creates trades entirely on its own, drawing on multiple forms of artificial intelligence, one inspired by genetic evolution and another based on probabilistic logic and deep learning. I find that really fascinating. Actually using computers that are involved in genetic evolution and the evolution of these movements, implying that the movements in the market is really something. Each day it correlates market prices, market data, market volumes, macroeconomic data, and corporate accounting documents, and then makes its own market predictions. And even the guys that are using this idea. There's a company called Idea, another company called Sentient, and there's a handful of companies. It sounds like roughly, well, let's see, I've got the numbers here. There's 1,360 hedge funds who do a majority of trades with computer assistance, and 9% of all funds. So it's surprising to see there's like something over 10,000 hedge funds, but we have around 9% of them are using various forms of computer assistance. But like I mentioned earlier, a lot of them are having to do with high frequency trading and the use of quants and high speed front running and algorithms. But there's $197 billion in the market with these hedge funds they're handling. And so this addition of robots in the industry brings up a whole new angle. Although the more I read about it, the more it seems like, kind of like with high frequency trading, the more and more players out there that use artificial intelligence will start playing off each other, and it'll cause these distortions that each artificial intelligence driven robot hedge fund will end up fooling each other. And the other thing that was fascinating too, the system grabs unused computer power from millions of computer processors all over the world to pull off these trades. And also found it interesting too that the patterns that it studies can hone it down to the point where it can even tell the brokers when to exit and reduce exposure, so they can see how that works. I guess reading the returns are not eye-popping, but they're consistent, and so that gives them an edge for the time being. But there we have it, just an interesting little story that we even have robots out there replacing hedge funds. And boy, we could replace, maybe we could replace the whole banking industry with robots, because I think if that's what it takes to do God's work, then let's do it. I'm a Useful Idiot. Don't you be one too.